Hello and welcome to the Entertainment Buzz. I'm Josh here with Brenna, and we're going to do a little bit of an adventure today. We got some stuff going on with Kim Ye, we got some stuff going on with Ben Stiller, really stuff all around the board. So let's find out what's hot in Hollywood.
The biggest story in the entertainment industry this past week has been the robbery and attack of Kim Kardashian. It has been reported that robbers held her at gunpoint before tying her up and locking her in the restroom. The robbers, dressed as cops, made out with what is estimated to be nearly $10 million worth of jewelry. Kim was shaken but is reported to otherwise be okay after the incident. In response, husband Kanye has temporarily postponed his performances to be with her. Many celebrities have tweeted out their support for Kim after this attack. And I know this show tonight in Detroit was also postponed as well.
It's just kind of really weird, I guess, to see it happen to like the Kardashians.
Yeah, it definitely shakes you up. And it's great to see that Kanye is showing his support.
Yeah, I mean, things don't really like happen to them. They just kind of
Yeah, they've got their own security system.
Yeah, so like, and $10 million worth of jewelry is like a lot of jewelry. That's or just very little, but very expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
That's the number that got me. I'm like, okay, great, she's safe, but like a lot, that much, like, wow.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Now, after having 2 children, Kelly Clarkson has had enough. After severe struggles with her 2 pregnancies, the original American Idol revealed on the Jenny McCarthy show that she and her husband, Brandon Blackstock, have agreed not to have any more children. The agreement didn't end there, however. Not only did Clarkson have her tubes tied, she also had hubby Brandon get a vasectomy, joking, "If something happens, it's a miracle of God." And you know, we're overpopulated as it is, so it's probably a good thing that she's not having more kids. Not that she's like a bad person or anything, but like just
definitely some drastic changes.
Oh yeah, no, I mean getting the tubes tied in both ways. Like if anything happens, they're gonna have to write like a study about it or something. I want to read.
Yeah, well, let's move on. After nearly a month of speculation, the rumors have been confirmed. The Super Bowl 51st halftime show will be headlined by none other than Lady Gaga. Gaga sat down with Fox Sports as her channel is set to air the game this year and discuss her level of excitement taking the stage this February. This will mark the 2nd year that the pop superstar will be present at the game after singing the national anthem last year. With a new album, Joanne, being released, we can expect hearing some new music at the show. So Josh, what's your favorite Gaga song that we're hoping to see at the show?
There are just too many for me to list. I can always get down to Poker Face. I can always get on down to like...
It's great radio music.
Oh, it is
we
great
music. We are huge Lady Gaga fans.
Oh, all the time. Now, earlier this week, actor Ben Stiller revealed that he had been facing some difficult times as of late, revealing in an essay that he was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2014. Now, he praised the prostate screening antigen, or the PSA. The PSA has been a controversial topic as of late, with studies not quite showing if it is safe or not. Now, regardless of that, it's good to hear that Stiller is fully recovered and he can now return to Hollywood where he can continue working and producing great stuff.
Yeah, and it's definitely awesome that he's showing his support and kind of putting a spotlight on it.
Yeah, he was really quiet about that. I mean, this obviously no one knew until now, which is like kind of, I mean, you usually hear about this stuff. I feel like people don't keep that.
Well, it's definitely important to keep some privacy in that life.
Yeah, and it's nice that he came out and he supported the PSA, saying that it really did make a difference. He wouldn't have known otherwise.
Exactly. So Demi Lovato announced on Twitter this week that she'll be taking a break from the music industry, stating that she's not meant for the business and the media. She said that she's excited for 2017. Lovato joins other celebs like Chloe Grace Moretz, Emma Watson, Selena Gomez, and others to go on hiatus recently. So let's hope that she feels well and comes back strong for next year.
Yeah, it's good to see that I mean, obviously it can be a really, really stressful time and you can fall into these really deep places. So I'm glad to see that she's taking a step back. She's
regathering.
Regathering, and she's going to come back later. And same thing we saw with Kid Cudi earlier this week. He checked himself into rehab because he's been dealing with some mental health issues. So I'm glad that they're not just letting it eat them and continuing just to produce things, but they're actually going to step back and take a second to appreciate themselves as a person.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Now, the Entertainment Buzz has to take a quick break, but stick around because we have on-campus events and industry news coming up that you do not want to miss.
at a place of extraordinary medicine. What you see is how amazing life can be. That's the Michigan difference.
Welcome back to the Entertainment Buzz right here on WOLV TV. Let's check out the top 5 things to do in Ann Arbor for this weekend. Starting off at number 5, it's a big weekend for all you fellow film nerds out there. The university is hosting many lectures and screenings of movies over the next few days. One of these notably includes the first Iranian Film Festival in Ann Arbor, which will be screening the film Melbourne this weekend. Join other students for these free screenings each Sunday at Rackham through October 23rd to celebrate the new wave of Iranian cinema.
Our number 4 pick for things to do this weekend is to check out your extremely talented fellow students over in the School of Music, Theater, and Dance. Students will be performing in the comedy Wilderness all weekend long at the Walgreens Center, and prices are only $12 with your student ID.
Food matters, especially when we're talking about Zingerman's. Our number 3 activity for the weekend is very important. To celebrate their anniversary, Zingerman is offering class today from 1 to 5 p.m. in which they will be teaching and sharing some of their most popular recipes. Not only will you learn how to make their wonderful goods at home, but they'll also be serving lunch and giving out coupons.
At number 2, we have some off-campus action. Fall is here. That means cider, donuts, pumpkins, and hay rides. Coincidentally, all things you can find at an apple orchard. Wyers County Fair in Ypsilanti continues this weekend, and there's literally so much to do. Get lost in a corn maze, sing karaoke, or run away screaming at one of their haunted houses. You really can't go wrong with this weekend move.
Coming in at number 1, we have Comco. We're all sick of crying about exams, so we're deciding to laugh off our midterm blues by moseying on down to Angel Hall tonight to catch the improv troupe's first show of the year. The show's completely free, but definitely come well before 8 o'clock showtime to grab some seats. That does it for this week's Around the U, but coming up, we have our take on what you guys should be looking out for on the screen.
Come create and calculate. Shatter both records and stereotypes. Build improbable machines and impossible medicines. Unleash masterpieces and birth theories. Come because there is much to be done out there, and to be undone. Come find out everything of which you are capable. Come believe in something greater than yourself. An experience unlike any other awaits you here. Here, dreams are in need of your voice. Fragile ideas await your strength. Come answer this call. Join this assembling of minds. Put your grand imagination to work. Come let your visions rattle these walls and help move the world forward. Come join the leaders and best, the victors valiant. Come to Michigan.
Welcome back to the Entertainment Buzz. I'm here with Josh to give you all the latest news in television and film. This past weekend, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children and Deepwater Horizon debuted in the first and second spots, respectively. Tim Burton's Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children earned an estimated $28.5 million in its opening weekend. The dark fantasy adventure, based off of a novel, has received mixed reviews. With a Metascore of 57, Deepwater Horizon has earned an estimated $20.2 million in its opening weekend. The drama about the April 2010 offshore drilling rig disaster stars Mark Wahlberg and Kurt Russell with a positive Metascore of 68.
Now, I'm a little bit surprised that Deepwater Horizon did so well because, right now, Mark Wahlberg isn't exactly, a big name. Like, everyone knows Mark Wahlberg. Everyone really likes Mark Wahlberg, but, like Transformers, like that one was like, all right. And then he had one with Will Ferrell pretty recently, which was like, all right. So I'm not particularly inclined to see a movie that he's putting his name on. But I'm glad that it's doing well.
We'll have to go give it a try.
Yeah. Now, the live-action version of Mulan is coming soon. Announced on Tuesday, Walt Disney has fast-tracked production of the female warrior film, which is now scheduled to hit theaters on November 2nd, 2018. The original animated version was released in 1998, which was a solid success, grossing $304.3 million worldwide. Walt Disney's focus on the live-action remakes of animated films follows the smash hit of The Jungle Book, which earned $965.8 million worldwide. Mulan joins the list of upcoming live-action films such as Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson, which will be released in March of 2017. I'm really excited for this stuff.
I am too. I love Disney.
Yeah, like the Jungle Book was really good.
Ridiculous,
Like critically
yes.
and just even as a consumer, like it was just fantastic. And I'm really excited to see what they do with Mulan, because Mulan's one of those movies that, especially for me, like it's a classic, really. But then, you know, and then Beauty and the Beast is coming out really soon too. I don't know,
Just
a
a
lot
great time
going
for
on.
Disney fans,
Oh
you know?
yeah.
And now we have some exciting news for all of you Rachel McAdams fans out there. The actress is currently in negotiations to secure her role in the film adaptation of the Naomi Alderman novel, Obedience. McAdams' role is set opposite Rachel Weisz, who is also producing the film. The story follows Weisz' character, as she calls upheaval in her small Orthodox Jewish community when she rekindles a repressed love with her best friend, played by McAdams. Production on the film is set to begin in early 2017, and we cannot wait to see how these two Rachels portray this exciting story on screen.
Now, Rachel McAdams is a big name right now. She's been fantastic in pretty much everything that she's touched. So I'm excited to see what she does with like a drama, a Jewish drama. Like it's just very interesting to me that this is going to be what it is, and that Rachel Weisz is also producing it.
Right.
On top of all of that, it's going to be really exciting. Now, opening this week, The Girl on the Train and The Birth of a Nation are expected to create buzz. The Girl on the Train, the thriller based on the novel of the same name, stars Emily Blunt. Now, the controversy surrounding Nate Parker, the star, director, and writer of The Birth of a Nation, has proven distracting from the film itself. Now, Parker has been forced to confront rape charges from when he was a student in 1999. For the audience, Parker's impactful film may be hard to separate from the real-life story. And that's very disappointing.
It's unfortunate.
Nate Parker, he is a talented writer, but if the rape charges are true, like you can't really endorse much that he does.
Right.
It's hard to get on board with that.
You have to really watch what you do when you're young.
Oh,
Like, you
and
can't just...
all the time. Just don't be a rapist. I think that's a pretty good
That's
rule.
important, yes. Well, that does it for this week's episode of the Entertainment Buzz right here on WOLV TV. For up-to-date entertainment news and commentary, plus behind-the-scenes videos you can't find anywhere else, be sure to check us out on wolvtv.org. You can also shoot us an email at wolv.ebuzz@umich.edu, and be sure to like us on Facebook. For the entire cast and crew, I'm Taylor, and you have just been buzzed.